Hi everybody and welcome back to Well-Off Coin Shytoshi. Just let everybody know who he is chivin. You will go into space news. Shiba tweet from Shiba Inu lead essayist Hitoshi Kusama in January 2022 made a Twitter client can't help thinking about what it implied Shytoshi is giving the boat society a clue about something another group of the hashtag Shibarium is coming. Shytoshi's message was somewhat dubious. However, it said that he had conversed with his lord and that the two of them concurred that I would as of now not have the option to remain undetectable toward the finish of 2022. In the end, he said that once the fact of the matter is out, the tomfoolery truly begins in this movie. We'll discuss how Satoshi just told the world who he was. Shiba Inu will go to the moon. Remember to hammer the thumbs up, share, and buy into the feed to see our most recent forecasts and master research about Shiba Inu costs. We should begin the video removed in a real sense, right? It seems to be Satoshi will save who he is. The noteworthy character doesn't fit with what individuals expect, so individuals attempt to sort out what's truly happening on Christmas Eve. Shytoshi said that Shibarium is coming soon and implied that it very well may be out not long after the new year. Shibarium is a scaling reply for Ethereum's layer 2 and a critical stage toward making Shiba Inu something other than a meme coin. This incorporates the arrival of the Dime Shi stablecoin and the capacity to run metaverse and acquiring applications. Late blog entries about the Shiba Inu environment take care of a few pieces about transport idea. Craftsmanship shows better places in the virtual world that are essential for the metaverse. The boat token has lost 76 up to this point this year, which is about equivalent to what Bitcoin and Ethereum lost on Monday. Not known Ryoshi, who began Shiba Inu, eliminated his web-based entertainment as a whole and article posts, which made individuals stress over the fate of the task. He expressed nothing about it openly, and his Twitter account is still disconnected. Ryoshi appears to have abandoned Shiba Inu, so the game's lead maker Satoshi composed a reaction on Middle about what he thinks. Toshi said he knew nothing about where Ryoshi went except for to quiet individuals' feelings of trepidation. He said he would assume control over the undertaking and make Ryoshi's vision materialize. Ryoshi's vision incorporates Shiblish Bone Treat, Shiba Trade, Shibarium transport meetups. Lastly, a Shiba card. As of now, the Shiba Inu cost has gone down on its diagram. In a similar time period, the worth of Shib has gone somewhere near 3%. The meme coin likewise made no increases in the wake of dropping around 6% of its reasonable worth. It lost a couple of helplines. Transport has now made an example that proposes the coin could break out to the potential gain in the following 24 hours on the day-to-day picture. There are still signs that the market will go down. The cost has been set by the dealers for the vast majority of this current month. Chip actually needs purchasers to act the hero for an upswing to go on. As per the technicals, the coin's pattern could go down over the course of the following couple of exchanging meetings. However, at that point it could go up. The quantity of boat exchanges were spot, which upholds the possibility that there aren't numerous purchasers in that frame of mind. Right now, the cost of boat is 90 lower than its unequaled high barely a year prior. Shin was worth 80 pennies. Shiba Inu cost dropped from the 82 penny support line over the course of the last week. Insofar as purchasing power remains low, Shiba Inu is probably going to fall underneath the 80 pennies level. It has made a balanced triangle, which affirms that a breakout could make the cost of the coin go up. The principal neighborhood support was at 76 pennies, and the coin is anticipated to break out after that. The Shiba Inu cost will go up to 824 pennies after the breakout, and assuming that help has broken, the coin will go to 86 pennies. The quantity of Shibomas that were sold in the last meeting were down, which is the reason the quantity of profiles remained low during November and December. Transport was in the zone where merchants had the most power after the new drop in costs. The overall strength file was beneath the 40 imprint at press time. The information showed that there were a larger number of vendors than purchasers, which is an indication of negativity. On a similar note, transport went underneath the 20 straightforward moving normal line since there was a lot of craving for it. This implied that merchants were moving the cost in the market. The meme coin will move over the 20s SMA in the event that shoot stays over 80 pennies. Other specialized signs likewise point in a similar heading. Quite possibly a boat's worth will go down. On its graph, the illustrative SAR shows the resources cost, its bearing, and its pattern. The way that the sign was over the cost candles shows that the cost is as yet going down, moving normal combination. Disparity shows cost development and shifts in the course of a pattern. MACD continued to draw red histograms, which implied that purchasers ought to sell in light of the fact that the cost of boats could go up in 2022. Assuming this pattern go on, overall, the Bitcoin market didn't do the best alongside a constant bear market that kept the cost of digital money low. Numerous different things happened. Most cryptographic forms of money, including Bitcoin and other altcoins, are exchanging somewhere in the range of 60 and 90 underneath their record-breaking highs. Shiba Inu is a kind of the second greatest joke coin. Isn't an exemption in that frame of mind at the time. It isn't clear who the puzzling individual is who takes cover behind the name yet, and quite possibly of Boat's latest tweet. He imparted an image to some fascinating data on it. The screen capture shows a message from Xala on Strife. In it, he says that he was conversing with his lord, and that the two of them concur that it would be difficult to remain imperceptible before the year's over. The message was from January 21, 2022, and the year 2022 is practically over. He likewise said that you can't simply interface and stir up an industry while avoiding sight. Once you do that, he said, the genuine tomfoolery begins. The truth will surface eventually. If Kusama will stay true to his promise and tell the entire world who he truly is, despite the fact that Shiba Inu was first considered a joke coin, it is rapidly turning into a worth-based blockchain, yet it can arrive at its objective in the event that it begins to rely less upon more seasoned frameworks like Ethereum. This is the reason Shibarium, the organization's Layer 2 blockchain answer, was made with the arrival of Shibarium. Most boat exchanges that used to occur on Ethereum will presently happen on Shibarium. This is a major change on the grounds that the fundamental grievances about Ethereum are that it has high gas expenses and low speed. Since Shiba Inu is based on Ethereum, these things have eased back the Shipmere works development by a ton, despite the fact that Ethereum as of late changed to an organization. Its exchange speed hasn't changed much, so one objective of Shibarium is to utilize Ethereum's security layer as a Layer 2 choice to work on the versatility of Shiba Inu. Shibarium has a ton of advantages. For example, quicker exchanges, lower charges, and quicker speeds, yet it's vital to take note of that when Shibarium comes out, exchange expenses will be extremely low. Additionally, the greater part of these costs will be for copying transport coins. In view of everything the organization group has said, Shibarium, it will offer a method for copying transport coins. One method for transforming transport into a utility token is to utilize Sherburn information to diminish the quantity of SHIBs available for use. Starting from the beginning of the organization, in excess of 40% of boat coins have been copied, yet the quantity of tokens available for use is still too high, which makes it hard to use as a utility coin. Designers of ought to need to ensure that Shibarium is one of the most famous organizations for making dApps, which are probably the most discussed things in the crypto space. The group dealing with Shibarium figures it tends to be utilized in the metaverse. Allies say it is the fate of the computerized world and a better approach to associate on the web. Shib's mysterious